So let's just start cross-legged, seated position. That's it. Put your phones down now. You can relax. If you've got a candle, put a candle on. Just close your doors. And begin by actually giving yourself permission to relax. Right? How hard is that? That we have to say, okay, this is my hour to chill and relax. So this is your hour. We'll do a little bit of sound healing at the end. But right now, let's just sit down, cross-legged, comfortable position, whatever feels good for you. Bring your hands down on your knees to ground yourself. I want you to feel your knees underneath the palms. I want you to take a deep inhale through the nose, lift up the spine a little, and just sigh it out. Yeah, notice what happens to the shoulders when you do that. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, just let everything settle. Maybe closing your eyes. And just taking a moment to check in with your body, your vehicle. So just start at the toes. Just notice where the feet are connecting to your mat. Your hands connecting to your knees. Feel your knees underneath those hands. Feel your sits bones on your mat, on the floor. Feel how strong and supportive that ground is underneath you always. Notice the weight of your shoulders. Maybe the weight of your head as your chin lowers down towards your chest. Maybe your tongue heavy in your mouth. Now notice your belly as it maybe rises as you inhale and draws back in as you exhale. Start to follow that breath. All the way down on its journey. And all the way back out, maybe bringing that breath now a little higher into the rib cage. Feeling the lungs expand, the ribs get a little bit of air in there, in between them, a little space. And now drawing that breath all the way up into the heart space. Opening that little baby up. And on your next inhale, just sit a little taller. And exhale down through the root of your spine, the base of your spine, back into the ground. Inhaling, drawing the spine up. And exhaling down the back of the spine, all the way back into the ground. On your inhale, drawing up the front of the spine, all the way to the crown, sitting tall. Exhale, breathing down the back of the spine. On your next inhale, just taking your left hand on top of the head, so the fingers almost touching your ear. So your right elbow out to the side, but your hands on top, cupping the side of your head. Take a deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, just draw that right ear down towards the right shoulder, using your elbow to leverage, get a little weight on there. Now, left hand, take it off your knee and fingertip it out to the side. Noticing how that will bring in the trapezius, those little triangles either side of your neck. Just lengthening. Inhale and exhale, just softening. You can close your eyes. Maybe just soften the hand on the ground. And allow the elbow to just draw the head closer, closer, closer to your shoulder. Press down with the hand on the floor, just drawing that palm a little closer to the mat. You get a little bit more space there. Nice soft inhale, nice soft exhale. Notice how your breath happens without you. Right? Your body is breathing you. Slowly release the hand on the head. Bring it down by your side. Take an inhale. Draw the head back to center. Sit tall. And exhale, bring both hands behind the head. Fingers on the back of the crown. Take an inhale. Open out the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Draw the elbows back. And on your exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head. Draw chin down to chest and allow the elbows to come in towards each other. Chin into chest. Using the weight of the arms to draw the head down towards the body, release the back of the neck, the upper back, and breathe. Slowly rise. On your inhale, just extend those elbows out. Exhale, release the hands down by their sides. Take an inhale, sit tall. Exhale, we'll take the right hand now, place it onto the side of the head. Spread the fingers so you're almost cradling other bloody hand. So it's left hand on the side, other side of the head. Walk the right hand out to the side. Take an inhale, lift tall. Exhale, draw that left ear down towards the shoulder. And then walk those right fingers out as far as they'll go. So you gain length all the way from the fingertips to the ear. Nice soft inhale, and as you exhale, just allow the palm to relax. The whole body relax. And see where you can let go a little more. Slowly release the hand on the head. Bring both hands down by the sides. Take an inhale and an exhale. Just release the feet. Bring the feet in front of you on your mat. Knees are bent towards the ceiling. Hands just behind you. Take an inhale, stick the chest out, draw the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest, just curve the back for a moment. Inhale, open up. And exhale, arch, chin to chest. Good, coming back up to neutral. Take an inhale and just windshield wiper the knees, bring them over to the left first of all. And take your feet either side of your mat so you get a nice wide stance here. Inhaling through center, rolling onto each sit bone into the fleshy part of the hip and the bum cheek. Gazing over the opposite shoulder. Next time you're all the way over to the right, just draw the body up, and this time rotate round to the left, the opposite way of your knees, bringing one hand on top of the thigh, keeping one hand right underneath your butt. Turn your head the opposite way of your knees, and if you need to take an inhale and an exhale to get a little bit more space in here, relax your head, you're trying to sit up a little. If this is awkward and you're falling over, you can prop yourself up on a little block. And relax, settle in. Maybe feeling a sensation on the right hip. Maybe a little sensation in the knee, the inside of the knees. Both toes pointing out to the front. And just allowing the body to make this shape, settle into this shape. And release in this shape. Eyes closed if you like, or a soft, soft gaze. A soft, soft gaze to stop us taking in so much information when we open our eyes and take a hard stare at things, kind of like a camera aperture. Things come into focus or we blur. We try to blur our gaze in our practice to withdraw the senses, less information coming in, less focus on external stuff and more on internal. And right now, this is exactly what seems to be happening to us. We're being asked to look closely at our lives. And if we try and blur out, we're being drawn in to look, focus, being invited to see our lives in clear, precise detail, whether we want to or not. There seems to be a time where we can't even run and hide, right? So it is an opportunity, if we look at it that way, to clean house, our house. Not yet closets. I mean, you can do that. Clean house internally. That's kind of what this challenge is about. The questions, the journal questions. They come up each day, intuitively. And if you go through them, you'll find some openings, some space, some focus. Take an inhale, release that right hand. Slowly draw the knees up to center. Draw the soles of the feet together. Oh, if you can move after that. Soles of the feet in. Open the feet like a book. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, and slowly draw the body forward. Maybe you grab the flab from your bum, pull it out from your sit bones. Just get a bit more forward motion in your body there. So lower the body forward. You can use the elbows to press the knees down first. Take an inhale. Lengthen up through the chest. Lift up. Draw the body forward. Chin into chest. And relax. Now if you're pushing down with the elbows, I invite you to just rest. Let it go. Let it happen by itself. You don't have to keep pushing so hard. Maybe. Let go. Surrender to your body right now. Soften wherever you can. Soften the hands, the shoulders. As you exhale, let go even more. We all live very, very different lives. And this time that we have been given, for some is really hard work. It's extra work, tutoring children. For some it's even more solitary time. But we notice one thing: we cannot hide or run away from our reality that we have created for ourselves, because we have indeed created our life situation that we find ourselves in right now. Slowly rise. Draw the feet to the outside edges of the mat. Knees point to the ceiling. Hands on the knees. Just take an inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Just leaning back. Inhale, come back up to neutral this time. Take the knees over to the left. Inhale, take them over to the right. Through center all the way. Inhale, and this time leave them all the way to the right. Should be the opposite way. Then last time, walk the hands up. Take an inhale. Make sure the toes are pointing out. And rotate away from the knees. So twisting over to the right. Draw the head over there with you. Left hand can hold on to the thigh to help you with that rotation. Right hand, just bring it behind your hip, just to support you. Notice where the sensations are this time. And sit with those. Take an inhale, see if you can twist a little deeper, and then settle. So we're all kind of being put into a timeout or a meditation. If you look at it that way, we're being asked to sit and look. And we actually get to, it seems, see what is working in our life, what isn't, what we actually appreciate in our lives, and what needs a little bit of tweaking, right? Things that we actually may enjoy doing that we have never given ourselves time to do, because we live in a society where time equals money equals productivity, and we get swept up in that energy day to day, an energy of doing here, for sure, in America. So you can use that time, use this time to really look at your life in a mirror, see your reflection. While there's been a big hunk of space created, and either feel deeper in gratitude for where you are right here, right now, in this moment. Or look at your life compassionately and see where you can create a little bit of change. Good. Slowly release. Draw the knees all the way behind you. Come into child's pose. Take the knees to either edge of your mat. Draw your big toes together. Bring your bum all the way back down to the heels if it'll go there. And if you're kind of stuck up here, just walk the hands forward. Slowly with each exhale, try to draw the hips back a little bit more. You can also place a towel underneath the back of the knees, is also something that feels good if you can't get your bum back to your heels. Draw the forehead into the ground. You can come up onto the fingertips for a moment just to get a little more extension in that upper back. Take an inhale and then just let it all go. Child's pose, home base. Soften your elbows. Soften your shoulders. Let your belly just hang out. Maybe the palms come together and draw the thumbs into the back of the neck. Just releasing the backs of the arms, the triceps a little. And if that doesn't feel like much of a sensation, you could also try threading. Right hand underneath the left armpit, palms face up. Draw the right cheekbone down to the ground. Just open up the back of the shoulder. Softening with your exhale. What do you feel is your lesson during these times? What are you being called to look at closely? Slowly release the hand. If you threaded the needle, take it over to the other side. Left hand underneath. And are you prepared to look at this thing or these things with softness, with compassion for yourself? Just observe, maybe see if you can breathe a little differently in those areas, create some space. Maybe make a few tweaks here and there. It all just starts with being aware. Allowing yourself to be aware. Slowly release. Come up onto all fours, nice and gently. Curl the toes under. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side slowly, just drawing shoulder to hip each side. Spread your fingers. Sitting back on the bum. And let's extend the legs out, just releasing those knees. My flower has died. Just releasing the flesh from your sit bones. That's it. How are those legs, those knees feeling? Take a deep inhale. Sit a little taller, lift up through the chest and slowly just draw the body forward. Oh, how awesome does that feel behind the knees and the hamstrings? That's called sarcasm. Once you find that shape, maybe lift up a little more. Inhale, lift up through the hips, through the chest, and exhale, draw the body a little deeper. Relax the chin to the chest, relax the hands down by the knees. Maybe turn the palms up to surrender. How are you dealing with this period of time in your life? Are you filling it with things to do? Keeping busy? Are you settling into the downtime, the peace, and enjoying reading, things to quiet your mind? Are you occupying your mind with television? Chewing gum for the eyes? Is it 5 o'clock at noon? Have a beer, glass of wine, a cocktail, and then a few more. That's blue, he's had enough. Slowly rise. Draw the knees behind you once more. Come onto all fours. Take the left knee behind the left wrist. We'll set up for sleeping swan, also known as pigeon. Your right knee, come onto the back toe and walk the knee to the middle of your mat. Walk the knee back. So left knee, take it to the outside edge of your mat, as wide as you can. Wiggle those toes of that left foot as far forward as you can. Walk the knee back, release the back foot. Finally, just squaring off your hips, your shoulders, and slowly begin to lower down onto your elbows, if that's available. If you're kind of stuck up here, if you have a pillow, it's nice to place your elbows onto a pillow. I want you to just check where your hips are. Just make sure you're not kind of falling over onto your left side. So we want to be working in this hip and this knee compression area. So if you're up here, try to just relax the chin. And if the knee is in pain, there's a difference between discomfort and pain. If it's sending triggering signals to your brain, there's an alternative way to take pigeon swan on your back. We just lie down, I'll show you. You lie down, cross that left ankle over the right knee, reach behind the right thigh, clasp your hands. And you see the same action is happening on the hip, on the knee, but a little less weight coming onto that knee. So your choice. trying to find stillness in the shape. I think I'm speaking to myself there. Relax the head. Notice where the sensations are in the body, possibly in that hip. Send your breath down into that space. So just breathe and imagine that hip opening up a little more. Okay, that's not helping. You could just pray. Put your hands together. Slowly rise. Bring that back leg all the way round. Release the other leg into a wide straddle. Just flex and point the feet. You can rotate the ankles. Take a deep inhale. Lift up, lengthen, and slowly draw the body forward. So you get to your shape, maybe flex the feet. If you need to move your beautiful curves from your sit bones, draw the body forward again. Take another inhale and another exhale. Come here. Slowly, let's make our way into swan on the other side. Right knee behind the right wrist. Wiggle those toes forward. Walk that back knee into the middle of the mat. Release the back toe. Square off the hips. That's kind of just like life, right? When you're just relaxed and everything's nice and chilled. You get pulled out of your peace. Slowly lower down. It could be children, it could be dogs, it could be partners, husbands, wives, work. So what do? We settle back in. We deal with things, right? Lower down. And if you're not feeling so much sensation, walk that back foot back. Release the toes. Release the head. And surrender. Just giving our bodies time to settle in and adapt to the shapes that we're making and we're asking it to hold. This connective tissue all throughout the body, this fascia, your tendons, your ligaments, everything. Being given opportunity to settle into a different shape. Find space. Create space in the body for better movement. So just check if you're holding on anywhere with your muscles. We need the muscles to relax and shut down, to let everything else have the opportunity to kick in. So there's no resistance to the shape. We surrender to the shape. How much yoga can teach us about life. And that's the point. Yoga is so much more than just making shapes, breathing. As we embark on teacher training, it was more of a journey into life with ancient teachings. Some of the first written words, the Vedas, over 5,000 years ago, found in the Indus Valley in India. Teachings on life. The first mention of yoga as a way to prepare the body for meditation, for sitting for deep periods of time, long periods of time, but the body was open, energy flowing. So many types and different forms of what's considered yoga. We practice right now Hatha yoga, which is what many of our modern day yoga derives from. Mantra, karma, so many different types. So it's a big journey that you can embark on if you're interested to find out more. Guidings, teachings, ways of living life. Slowly rise. Draw that back leg all the way round. Bring in hands on top of your knees and slowly make your way down to your mat. Draw the feet up into the air. Hands down by the sides and just rotate your ankles around. Maybe taking happy baby, knees come down towards the armpits, take hold of the outside edges of the feet and draw the knees down towards the armpits. You can rock a little left to right here. Slowly drawing the feet back down to your mat. Maybe crossing left foot over the right knee, taking the arms out like airplane wings, palms facing up, and allow the knees to fall over to the left. Take the gaze over to the opposite shoulder. Relax the backs of your shoulders into your mat. Relax your fingertips. Slowly draw the knees over. Uncross your legs. Change sides. And slowly draw the knees over to the left. Take the gaze over to the right, opposite way to your knees. Slowly drawing the knees back through center. You can give yourself a little hug. And slowly begin to make your way into your final resting shape, extending your legs long on your mat, hands down by your sides, palms facing up to receive the beautiful energy flowing around your body. And relax. a soft inhale, a soft exhale, and bring yourself back into your body. Maybe that left hand finds its way onto your heart, right hand onto your belly, and take a deep breath in. Soft exhale. Take a good morning stretch for me. Reach the hands high above the head. Point the toes and slowly draw the knees in. And this time just find your way onto your left side, your feminine side. Press yourself up to a cross-legged seated position. You can keep your eyes closed to draw the palms together in front. Take a soft inhale and an exhale out. Inhale and exhale your life. Good, inhale that life. And exhale, let it go. Thank you all for joining me. Hope that brought some beautiful peace, some relaxation in your day, a little pause, a little space. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you.